to another one here, you guys. We want to talk about, the super fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford coming up in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium on September 13th on Netflix. What do you guys think about this? This is the real super fight to me. I know we had just talked about Tank and Jake Paul, but this fight right here actually has credibility, and it's going to be a big fight. But at the same time, it is, again, a fighter who I think he just fought at. He might have fought at 152, 154 his last fight. I think Bud did in his last fight with who did he just fight? I can't remember. Whoever he fought last, I know he fought at I think he fought at 152 or 154, I believe. But in this next fight, he's going to be I think going to be fighting at like 168, I believe. And so, what do you guys think about? They're fighting at super middleweight. So what do you guys think about this fight right here? Do you guys think that Canelo will be too big, too much for Bud? Or do you guys believe that Bud will be able to overcome that weight, that weight deficiency and make it happen? What do you guys think about this fight? We'll start with you, man.
Yeah, I think man, Canelo, I get nervous thinking about this fight because I love Bud. After he did my boy Spence like that, I was like, okay, yeah, he's the truth. But coming up in weight, because Canelo had to do that same type of humbling when he came up in weight and had to fight one bigger dude. And
Bivol.
It's too much. I think it might be too much for him. I'm gonna still bet on Bud, but I think I don't think it's gonna be a wash though, but I think he's still a little bit of a weight bully himself. I think he could make that weight easily, and I think he could do all that. But it might be too much. Canelo might be too seasoned for him right now.
LT.
Canelo is a very tough nut to crack. All right. It's hard to hit him. He doesn't get touched up much. You know what? I've had a chance to look at some highlights on both recently. The stylistic part of the matchup goes to Canelo. The power, I think, goes to Canelo. I don't see a lot of success leaning towards Bud the more and more I think about this. Right. Mm-hmm. I know it's a super fight, and I get it. It's two very big names, but I don't think it's going to be as close as everybody's thinking it is.
Oh, you think it's a wash?
What's that?
You think it's a wash?
I think it's. He'll keep it tight a little bit. I just don't think Canelo is not going to take any crazy chances. He hasn't done that for a while, to where he's going to open himself up, and that's when people really kind of get hit by Bud. Right, whenever they kind of make that pivotal mistake or a bunch of pivotal mistakes against him. Canelo is not that style fighter, man. I don't think he's going to take any unnecessary risk. He's going to point him, and I think that's what it's going to end up being. It's going to end up being one of those classic Canelo, kind of like a Mayweather style fight, if I'm being honest. Just pick him apart, stay out, pick him apart again. And go back in. He's going to go in, go out, go in, go out. That's it.
I'm Mike, what are you thinking, man? What's your take on this?
I think this fight should have been happened a minute ago. I've been waiting for this fight for a couple of years now, you know what I'm saying? And it could be delusion with me, favoritism, whatever you want to call it. Bud is a dog to me, man. I don't think it's going to go out the way like LT's like saying it in a certain sense. I do a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Canelo's IQ is up there, you know what I mean? But Bud is still Bud, you know what I'm saying? His aggression towards the game, even that man loves fighting. It ain't even about nothing else. That man just love putting hands on people. You know what I'm saying? That's his passion. He been doing that since he was a child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to say he going to sit here and just whoop Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good fight, though. And I feel like Bud going to put something on him. You know what I'm saying? He going to surprise Canelo as much as Canelo going to surprise other people putting something on Bud, in my opinion. I felt like Canelo was even a little bit nervous trying to fight Bud for a minute. This fight should have been happened. This fight should have happened a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I feel like Canelo was low-key ducking in a certain sense.
I'm going to play devil's advocate from both sides a little bit. Canelo's just a way bigger fighter than Bud. And that's why I think the fight didn't happen before, because Canelo was all the way up to 175 at one point. I think he fought Bivol at 175. And you got to look at Bud I would say probably like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe came up to 147. And I think that's when he came. If he was 140 for a long time, So that's just a huge weight difference between the two fighters. I think that's probably why the fight didn't happen. It's like at this point in time, it's pretty much with Canelo, who else am I going to fight? Who else can I fight? I'm not fighting Bivol again. He whooped on me like the Thriller in Manila. I'm not going to fight him again. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, what other super fight do I have? And this is one that they can make, and it's something that he can handle. But I hope that we haven't seen him with, fighting up is very difficult to do, especially when you haven't had any warm-ups. He just came straight in. He hasn't tasted any of that power. Maybe in training camp, yeah, but it's not the same as fighting an elite fighter like a Canelo Alvarez. It's very difficult. Don't get me wrong. I do believe that Canelo's one of the best technical fighters out there. He loves the sport, and he's a bruiser. He's a tank. You know what I mean? Pretty much not to say it any other kind of way, but he's like a tank as far as his body style is set up. You know what I mean? And so it's gonna be hard for Bud. And Bud's kind of a looser fighter. He's not like he's the most technically sound boxer that there is out there, but he's a tough fighter. He's a solid fighter. But I do believe that he'll give Canelo a run for his money. I believe he could. If he can take the punches, if he can take the power, I think the first few rounds will show us what's going to happen. If he's in there and the power is not affecting him, because Canelo punches. We've watched other fighters here recently. Canelo ain't knocked out nobody recently. Who has he knocked out recently? You tell me. I mean, these fighters, these are not like they run. Man, so what? Corner him off and get it done. Tyson used to do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Who have you even hurt recently? I haven't seen it happen. You haven't seen a lot of fighters hurt Canelo either, though. But at the same time, it can happen. Canelo's not the same Canelo as we've seen before. He's not that young anymore, but neither is Bud. Bud's older too. But Bud's probably faced a lot less punishment than what Canelo's faced. Canelo's fought Triple G, 3 times, 4 times? You know what I mean? He's fought some big fighters who he's had to take some punches. So, I think this might be this. If he catches Canelo on the decline, and if he catches Canelo slipping as far as just thinking that, this guy is too small, I can just bully him around. And Bud, I don't think he's getting bullied by anybody. Period. I've seen Gamboa. I think they were fighting at 130 or 135, and Gamboa hurt Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Gamboa's a little dude, and so it wasn't like a major hurt where he's stumbling around the ring, but he caught him. And so anybody can be caught. But at the end of the day, man, playing devil's advocate, I would hope to see Bud win, but it's a tough one. It's a tough fight, man. Definitely a tough one.
This is a legacy fight. This is 100% a legacy fight. Like,
agreed.
Absolutely.
This gonna be, it don't hurt, and this don't hurt neither one of their legacies too. It's really super safe because I don't think it hurts either one of them. They fighting the best of the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, you don't think it would hurt Canelo's legacy to lose to Bud Crawford, a fighter who's just came from I think he came from 54. I think he might have came from 54.
I mean, it would hurt more than if Bud lost, but I don't think it would hurt Canelo. Canelo's fighting. This is a monster. Like, Bud is a monster in himself. I think these are two. Not like if one person has to lose more, Canelo does have to lose more. But it's not nobody at his weight class is going to be like, oh, you're weak, you lost to Bud. No, everybody else in that weight class could not rock. Do
you think Bud could beat Benavidez? I don't. Me personally, I don't. Benavidez is too big. Benavidez is a monster.
That's a big motherfucker.
And so to say if he loses, if you're 168 and you lose to Bud Crawford, that's a problem. You're huge compared to him, but you wouldn't fight Benavidez, which I don't think. Don't get me wrong, Crawford's a beast. He'll get down, but 168 weight class is that's 2 weight classes above where he's fighting from. He only fought at 154, I think, one time. Once. So you basically came up from 47 and then jumped up 3 weight classes to have. Not to say this, but it just. I think that if Canelo loses to basically, Bud's a 147. That's who he really is. He fought at 154 one fight, I think. And so you lose to a 147.
Bud has to make it ugly.
Yep.
He has to make this fight ugly, if I'm being honest. He's got to make this fight.
He has to hurt him.
Ugly.
I look at it like it's possible though. You know what I'm saying? Like that weight gain.
It is. It's very possible.
Depending on how he handled the weight gain and all that, but that would make him stronger, more powerful, and all of that in the same sense with all that extra weight on him. So it's just really up to him on how he handles it and if he does it the right way. If he handles it the right way, I feel like he could do something for sure.
Fair.
I'm hoping so, man. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Bud, man, because I do think it could be a a great fight between the two of them, man.